Question number 3, Barbara Kuriger.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question's to the Minister of Finance and asks, how is the government's investment in public infrastructure in Budget 2016 helping to build a stronger, more productive economy and deliver better public services?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, in the budget, $2.1 billion was allocated to public infrastructure. School property is a key part of the package, around $882 million, which will deliver 480 new classrooms, 9 new schools and 2 school expansions. This includes $168 million for the Christchurch Schools Rebuild program, which is now in its 3rd year and has completed 6 schools with a further 8 under construction.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Barbara Kuriger.
To the Minister, how does the public infrastructure package support transport, particularly in the regions?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, the budget funded previously announced transport projects to the value of $115 million in Gisborne, Marlborough and Taranaki under the government's accelerated regional roading program. This includes funding for bypasses of Mount Messenger and the Awakino Gorge Tunnel in Taranaki, as well as which will open the region up to the rest of the Upper North Island. The government's regional roading program is one of our core transport priorities. This funding is the second tranche of a $212 million package announced in 2014. In addition, with respect to transport, KiwiRail will receive $190 million for the operation of the National Freight Network, the second part of a 2-year package to help it improve its performance.
Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Barbara Kuriger.
To the Minister, what support does the public infrastructure package give to our tax administration system, which is now over 25 years old?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, Budget 2016 provides a net $857 million to modernise and simplify the tax administration system to ensure it meets New Zealanders' needs, reduces compliance, costs for businesses and helps people get their obligations and entitlements right first time. The money will fund the change in technology as well as a complete revamp of one of our largest government departments. It will give people greater ability to manage their tax affairs online. IRD's current system is 25 years old. We need to move to where businesses find that meeting tax obligations is part of the normal business processes, not a separate specialised activity.
Supplementary question.
Supplementary question, the Right Honourable Winston Peters.
Arising from the original question, why was 45% of the Future Investment Fund not spent on schools, hospitals and roads, but rather diverted to slush fund type expenditure like $41 million on Mighty River Share loyalty bonus schemes, the Genesis public offering, $23 million to the public to the passports memorandum account, $12 million rather to the Real Me account, and $23 million for New Zealand's contribution to the World Bank subscription.
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr Speaker, I certainly disagree with the member's description of the New Zealand government meeting its international obligations to multilateral institutions and other important aspects of our capital investment. The $4.7 billion from the sale of the electricity companies meant that we did not have to borrow $4.7 billion to meet long-term, high-quality investment propositions within the government.
Supplementary question, Barbara Kuriger.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. What other steps is the government taking to improve the tax system, particularly for the benefit of small businesses?
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr Speaker, the revamp of the IRD system will allow us to move to a more real-time type of taxation, which means that small businesses whose workload and cash flow fluctuates will have the opportunity from 1 April 2018 to pay their tax when they have cash. The current provisional tax system often requires them to pay tax when they don't have cash. And I must say, many small businesses have expressed their appreciation for the fact that the government is investing in digitalising government and making their lives a bit easier.
Order. 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 Question number 4.